And welcome in, everybody. So just about set now. And today's starter, Bowden Francis. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
That one missed. 1 out, base is empty. Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
And that is the inning. So no runs here. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Juan Marichal. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking 2 planes, horizontal and vertical.
Next offering is fouled back. Left-hand batter waits. On the ground, right side. Soriano. On to first. 1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Line drive. Soriano. Slings to first. And Winker is set down. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Green. That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Fought off foul. 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. End of 1. And we're still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Sammy Sosa. Francis back to work. Foul ball there.
Nope, that's in.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Yeah, the batter now, Adrian Beltre. He swings and fouls one off. Late on that fastball. Our umpire behind the plate,
No ball,
Jerry
2 strikes.
Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. He'll touch them all. And the Tigers have the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next up for the Tigers, Jose Bautista. Hammered, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now, Alfonso Soriano.
0-1.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Bautista stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. No advance, good job behind the dish.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Yainer Diaz, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Diaz with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
Fly ball center field, Varsho. And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran first baseman, Tony Clark. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Got him looking. That's the first changeup we've seen today, and a perfect time to offer it up.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Late swing fouled off. Left field, way back there. Out of here. So he goes yard to left. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game.
Now here is Ernie Clement. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Brings it back on a leaping catch. Wow. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. Just missed.
That's the ball.
That one outside.
Ball.
2 balls, no strikes. Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2-2.
Tied up here in the early going. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, number 7. And that one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Kirk to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. He's 0 for 1. Ripped, but it curls foul. Guerrero goes 6 feet 3 inches, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Cut on and lifted in the air. Green moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And up next for Detroit, Manny Ramirez. Doubled in his first AB. Inside.
That's
and that's ball 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
And there's a ball.
3-0.
Fastball for a strike. Outside and low, it's ball 4.
Take your base.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Number 34,
now at the plate, David Ortiz. Grounded out his first time. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And that is out of play. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Another 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. And gone. He made him pay for that one. And the Blue Jays have the lead now. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, caught him looking on that 4th pitch of the at-bat, and I have to think it had something to do with the sequence they threw at him. Kind of bounced back and forth between the outside and inside corners with the previous pitches, and that makes it really tough to cover the whole plate. Just couldn't get a swing off at that pitch on the inside.
Reaching for it and brings it in. 2 outs, base is empty. And now, Sean Green. And that misses.
That's the ball.
1-0.
1-0.
And a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. The other way. Fires across the diamond. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching
Now pitching for
Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Max Scherzer.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So-so. Swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. That one fouled off. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
And there's a foul ball. Scherzer, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Clement over to first. 2 up, 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Jose Bautista. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Got him swinging. Tigers fail to make. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Tony Clark. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Slings it across. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Ernie Clement now at the plate. Doubled his first time. Tap foul at the plate. Just missed.
Ball.
2 down,
One
nobody
ball, one
on.
strike.
We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Sosa makes the catch, and that is that.
Right now.
Jake Bloss on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings,
Now
and
pitching
you get a
for the
little
Blue
length
Jays,
out of this arm
number
coming out of the
39.
bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Soriano now in the box, comes up empty with a
0-1.
swing there. Action in the pen down there. Angel Bastardo up and loosening in the pen. Mako also throwing. Strike 2.
He got away with one there,
0-2.
but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here comes the 0-1. Base hit. So now back to the top of the order. And here's the Tiger leadoff man. 0 for 2 in this one. Gets him to chase after that one.
No balls, 1 strike.
Bunts it in the air. Reaching down, makes the catch. Vladimir Guerrero up now for the Tigers. On the ground right side, Jimenez to first, and Vladdy is set down. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, George Springer. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1.
That missed, that's a ball. 1-1.
Just
No,
missed.
that's out.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Ripped on a line. He makes the grab. One down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Foul ball there. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball still 0-2. And that one hammered. Sosa makes his way towards it. He's got it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Fastball for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays go down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Clayton Kershaw gets the call from the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Ramirez.
As the lefty gets to work. Ramirez can't hold up, and that's a strike.
It's 0-1.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone. And for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Inside, just missed. That's inside.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Sosa, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one almost got him. And that one is lifted in the air. Green gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. And we're righty reliever out of the pen, Camilo Doval.
Now pitching.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Doval.
And a pitch. And there's a strike.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Ortiz hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Jesse Winker. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Doval, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Diaz has a beat on it. Brings it in, and there's two away. So up next for Toronto, Sean Green. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Beltre sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they still lead it 2-1. So they turn things over to one of their young arms, Angel Bastardo.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swing and a ground ball. On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Bautista now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base. Hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Here's the 0-1. And strike two with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. That one the other way. Jimenez. Good feed. That's one. Over to Clark for the inning-ending double play. Bottom of the seventh, and we got a pinch hitter to lead it off. Will Wagner. Big spot for him here. Left field. And it drops in. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. A runner at first for him, nobody out. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball right side. Off balance feed, there's one. A sensational double play.
Now
for me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Next pitch misses. 1-1. Two outs. Into center. Makes the grab on the run. And the inning is over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Ryan Burr.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
This changed defensively for the
pitch.
Jays.
And that one fouled off.
Number 49, Leo Jimenez.
That's way outside. And the count is 1-1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jimmy Garcia appears to be getting loose. Walker, the lefty, warming up as well. And a swing and a miss there.
1-2.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Looking to get the tying run on base. Slider got him for strike 3.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. On any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Just missed. And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That clips the zone, and the count is 3-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Snags it for the second out. And now the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. 0 for 3 in this one. Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
This one popped up, middle of the infield. Jimenez drops into the glove, and that'll do it. And new pitcher for the Tigers, Christian Javier.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
There's your strike, 95 of that one.
0-1.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sosa makes the catch. And there's one away. Alejandro Kirk will hit next. Line drive. And now it's Dalton Varsho. He's already homered in this game. Hit hard but foul off to the left. That misses.
No, that's outside.
And 1-1. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And look out.
That got him.
As that one ran in and got him. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Jake Holton. Runners at first and second for him with 1 down. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Ball.
That one missed.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 on, 1 out. Outside corner, there's a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location,
but he found a way.
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and they take a 2-run lead. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Stuart Baroa, looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Up and in, and it's 1-0. Fought off foul. Right side. Morel fires over to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now,
Blue Jays,
and on the mound, the closer,
Number
Jimmy
93.
Garcia.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Ramirez, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Outside,
1-1.
and now it's even 1-1.
Oh, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate. If he goes deep, you're still up in the ball game. Really good spot to be in right here.
That one ripped and makes the grab. 1 away.
Man, he smoked that. Fastball is all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
He was late there. Strike 1. Garcia, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Strike 2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Outside low, and the count is 1-2. The Jays up by 2 here at the top of the 9th. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. And now here is Sammy Sosa. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
The Tigers down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim the win here behind some